It's more than just rowdiness on the boardwalks. Some lawmakers say a rise in juvenile crime needs immediate attention, citing youth involvement in illegal activities like carjackings, thefts, and even burglaries. Well, this week, a Senate committee met to work on new solutions for improving public safety in the state and whether the traditional criminal justice system is the best option. Ted Goldberg reports.
Over the last few weeks, Governor Phil Murphy and some in law enforcement have painted very different pictures of how the summer started.
The Shore did not have a chaotic weekend. There were 3 very serious incidents, but this was overwhelmingly a huge Memorial Day.
The law has simply tied our hands. All chaos ensues. The public deserves to not wait until after things have gotten out of control for the police to be able to make arrests.
A few viral recordings of chaos in shore towns have renewed debates about how police should deal with disorderly juveniles and young adults.
In an age with cell phone recordings and body-worn cameras, which, while we welcome accountability and we believe it is important, many officers fear losing their job because of mishandling and an encounter with a youth.
Yesterday, the Senate Judiciary Committee had a hearing on how to best handle crimes committed by minors. A meeting that veered into familiar arguments about 2017's bail reform, in which the state switched from a largely money-based bail system to a risk-based assessment.
Nobody wants to leave a young person who commits a minor offense with a permanent record. But if they're going to continue to do things and engage in behaviors such as home invasions.
If there is no deterrent, there is no consequence, there will be no change in behavior.
Kids are just more vulnerable to pressure and to impulses than adults are. We talk about things like enhancing penalties or letting kids know that they'll be waived or letting kids know this or that. We act as those kids are thinking about any of that when they go out of the house, when they leave, and they aren't.
New Jersey's bail reform has led to fewer people being incarcerated, but some say that it's handcuffed law enforcement.
Without the threat of detention, we can't effectively build a case against the ringleaders who are adults that pay these juveniles for each car that they steal.
In multiple incidents, our officers have arrested a juvenile that committed a home invasion for them to just say, "I'll see you tomorrow, boss."
When an officer deals with a disorderly youth, we do not have a system in place that would indicate previous law enforcement interactions, station house adjustments, curbside warnings, or even charges that have been dismissed as a result of successful diversion.
Supporting diversionary programs for certain offenders might be the only thing everyone could agree on.
We need to have more programs for juveniles after they've been adjudicated so that we can ensure that they don't become adult recidivists.
Children who enter into a diversionary program are 45% likely to not reoffend. Diversion can be more powerful than probation for low-level offenders.
Others pointed out that you can reduce crime simply by sharing information, like in the case of the Kia Challenge, a TikTok trend where people learned how to easily steal certain Kias and Hyundais. Rutgers professor Alejandro Jimenez Santana said an informational campaign paid big dividends in Newark.
As soon as this program started, we found a decrease in the number of successful auto thefts and an increase in the number of failed auto thefts, meaning that people were breaking into cars but no longer were able to steal the cars because now people had upgraded their cars.
Some bills on the table would increase penalties for minors stealing cars and committing home invasions and make them less likely to make bail. In Trenton, I'm Ted Goldberg, NJ Spotlight News.